Welcome to Pomfret International Airport. For security reasons, please enter your name before boarding. Please type your name in the box provided and press Enter. Passengers wishing to check or view their passports should click here. The exit from the airport is here. Please click to leave. Flights are now boarding for Australia, France, Spain, the United Kingdom, and the United States of America. Passengers should book their flights by clicking on the monitor that shows the country they want to visit. Flights are now boarding for Australia, France, Spain, the United Kingdom, and the United States of America. Passengers should book their flights by clicking on the monitor that shows the country they want to visit.
Oh, Mr. P, don't say you forgot your Colorado beetle spray.
No, of course I didn't.
Use the pieces to make your own wacky Mr. Potato Head passport. Click on these pictures to choose different types of pieces. Click on these arrows to move through the items. Click on the items to put them on the potato. Click here to print your Mr. Potato Head or Mrs. Potato Head picture.
Send some postcards when we get there.
Well, I ain't sending one to Cousin Jack. He gets hundreds every week.
He must be one popular potato.
Nope, he's a postman.
Poor old Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head. They've come to the United States of America for a vacation, and all their luggage is having a vacation somewhere else. So now what are they going to do? They're going to have to find a job to make the money to fly off and find their luggage.
I wanted to see the Statue of Liberty.
Try and put on a happy face.
My happy face is in my bag. I can't believe our bags weren't there.
Believe it, sweetie Spud. I wanted to hit the shops on Fifth Avenue. How are we ever gonna get home?
We need to earn some dollars.
And here they are at work. They've got a job in an American diner. Mr. Potato Head is serving the customers, and Mrs. Potato Head is making sure he gets it right. Trouble is, Mr. Potato Head isn't very good at getting the food orders right. How about helping him? Ah, look! Here comes the first food order. Ah, one of the plates seems to be empty. It looks as if the food has to be put into a pattern. Pizza, fries, pizza. So the final one will be fries.
And the next order.
Ooh, here's another order. Mr. Potato Head thinks that this one is a bit difficult. Can you help him? Choose an item from the menu board for the empty plate. Yes! Well done!
Woohoo! Great! You done good. And the next order...
Choose an item from the menu board for the empty plate. Mrs. Potato Head doesn't seem very happy with that. Try again.
Oh, Mr. P, look what you done.
Good! You got the order right.
Woohoo! Hey, terrific. Okay, my hero, next order.
I know. No, I don't.
Choose an item from the menu board for the empty plate. That's right! Good! Mr. and Mrs. Choke,
Mr. and Mrs. Choke?
Mr. and Mrs. R.T. Choke.
Just Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. Shish.
Oh, yes. Here are your bags.
Yes?
We know where they are.
Good.
Not.
What?
They seem to be missing.
So where are they?
Australia, or United Kingdom, or Spain, or France. That's if they ever left the first place in the first place.
So when do we get them?
When we find them. If we find them.
If?
We'll find them.
Where?
Anywhere. Pick one.
Mr. P, you're in the way. I want to see out the window.
Oh, you're welcome, Mrs. P. I tell you what I want to see.
Yeah? What do you want to see?
I want to see our baggage.
And when Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head got to Australia, was their baggage waiting for them? Of course not. It was somewhere else. And now our two troubled taters have got to pay the fares to fly back to Pomfret Airport so they can start the search all over again. How are they ever going to earn the money?
Where's the kangaroos, sweetheart mine?
They left town. They was hopping mad.
You said we was going to see Sydney.
Yeah?
Who's Sydney?
For heaven's sake, Sydney's the biggest city in Australia.
Are we ever gonna find our bags?
Ask me another.
How are we gonna find the money to fly out of this place?
We want to find the money, we gotta find a job.
Well, Mrs. Potato Head is running a little beach shop where she sells things to people on vacation. And poor Mr. Potato Head has to deliver them on his beach car.
Cooey!
It looks as if they need your help. Can you help Mr. Potato Head find the right items from the shop? First of all, he needs you to click on the shovel.
You're doing a great job.
He needs you to click on the bucket. Oh dear, Mrs. Potato Head didn't mean that one. Can you pick him the bucket?
You did it.
He needs you to click on the shovel.
You're doing a great job.
Mrs. Potato Head has sold the inner tube.
Yoo-hoo!
That's it. Terrific.
He needs you to click on the ball.
You did it.
Can you pick him the kite?
That's it. Terrific.
He needs you to click on the paddle.
Great.
Ouch!
Take that, Mr. Crab.
Do you want to return to the airport, or do you want to play again? Mr. and Mrs. Carrot Top?
Potato Head. Pot-8-O head, okay?
Oh, yes. Here are your bags.
Yes?
We know where they are.
Good.
Not.
What?
They seem to be missing.
So where are they?
The United States of America, or United Kingdom, or Spain, or France. That's if they ever left the first place, in the first place.
So when do we get them?
When we find them. If we find them.
If?
We'll find them.
Where?
Anywhere. Pick one.
Mr. Me, sweetie, you got the perfect nose.
Gee, thanks. You know, I had an uncle who had no nose.
He had no nose, so how did he smell?
Terrible.
Is that a joke?
It was in 1923.
The plane Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head are on has landed in the United Kingdom. But guess what? Their baggage hasn't. The airline has given them some money to buy some new clothes.
So now they're on their way into London to find a store.
That's it.
That's what?
Harding's, the best department store in London.
Mrs. Potato Head has decided Mr. Potato Head needs some new clothes. Oh, look! She only wants to spend 7 pence on his outfit. Choose the item off the shelf that makes 7 pence.
Hey, now we're cooking. Yeah, this I like.
Hey, great. You've got the right clothes. You sweet spud, you.
Okay, your turn.
Now Mr. Potato Head gets to choose some clothes for Mrs. Potato Head. Choose the item off the shelf that makes 6 pence.
That's 2 less seasonings.
I'm taking root here. Ah, don't be shy. Let's see ya.
Will you try something else for me?
Choose the item off the shelf that makes 7 pence.
Hey, is that all worth? Have another shot.
My hero. Aw, don't be shy. Let's see you. My hero.
Yeah! Gee, this is fun. Let's give it another go.
Choose the item off the shelf that makes 2 pence.
Hey, great! You've got the right clothes.
Only another 10 stores to visit.
Do you want to return to the airport, or do you want to play again? Mr. and Mrs. Choke,
Mr. and Mrs. Choke?
Mr. and Mrs. R.T. Choke.
Are you kidding? Potato Head, Mr. and Mrs. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Here are your bags.
Yes?
We know where they are.
Good.
Not.
What?
They seem to be missing.
So where are they?
The United States of America, or Australia, or Spain, or France. That's if they ever left the first place in the first place.
So when do we get them?
When we find them. If we find them.
If?
We'll find them.
Where?
Anywhere. Pick one.
How fast we flying, my sweetie pea?
About 500 miles an hour?
Wow, that must be the world's fastest fly.
Fly?
On the window.
Oh yeah. Or it could be on the inside.
I never thought of that.
Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head are on vacation in Spain at last. Oh no! They're in trouble as well as in Spain. Their bags weren't here at all, and now they'll have to get a job to earn the money to fly somewhere else so that they can find their missing luggage.
Pea you. I am one roasted potato.
Yeah, hope we don't peel. Toreador, la 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 la.
You hoping for rain?
No.
So don't sing. Hey, haven't we been here before?
I don't even know where I am anymore.
Hey, fruit pickers want it.
I ain't a fruit picker.
You are now.
Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head have got the job. And are they going to be busy? There's all sorts of fruit to pick. So they're going to need your help. Can you find all the apples?
There's more fruit to come. Keep looking.
1, 2, so that's 2 apples all together.
Good work, my sweet potato.
Look in the trees and try to pick all the limes. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Click on the number you think is the right answer on the number bar. If you make a mistake, click on the arrow, then click on the check mark button with the mouse. Great! That's right!
More pesetas for the 2 potatoes.
Do you want to return to the airport, or do you want to play again? Mr. and Mrs. Carrot Top?
Just Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. Shish.
Oh, right. Look, there's a bit of a problem here.
Don't tell me. You lost our bags.
Don't tell me you lost our bags.
We lost our bags. Your bags.
So where are they?
Well, we know for sure they're not in outer Mongolia or Hawaii, so they must be somewhere else.
They lost our bags? We'll find our bags.
You can fly to the United States of America or Australia, or United Kingdom, or France?
Aw, gee, I left my detective story in my bag.
That's okay, Sweetie Pea. I'll write you one.
You'll write me a detective story?
Sure. I got the title already. It's The Mystery of the Missing Baggage. Huh.
So, Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head have arrived in Paris, the capital of France. But they haven't found their luggage. So while the airport people try to find it, they're off to see the sights.
Stop the car!
What?
The tour Eiffel.
Hey, yeah, the biggest Eiffel we've seen on this tour.
I want to go right to the top.
You don't want to go right to the top.
I want to go right to the top.
You don't want to go right to the top.
Mr. P! Get me down!
Okay, sweetie, I'm coming. Yeah, but how do I get up there?
Oh no! Mr. Potato Head won't be able to help Mrs. Potato Head unless we help him. Can you help Mr. Potato Head to the elevator at the top of each level using this button to go up, this button to go down, this button to go left, and this button to go right? Don't forget to collect the flowers along the way. If you make it to the top of the Eiffel Tower, Mr. Potato Head will have a surprise for Mrs. Potato Head. There's an elevator door here. What happens when we try and open it? It looks as if we need to put a code in. Please copy the pattern. Now you try. Well done. Now we can go up to the next floor. Can you get to the top of this floor? Please copy the pattern. Now you try. Hey, we're doing great!
I found you at last, my sweet potato.
Where on earth have you been?
Look what I brought. A lovely bunch of flowers for you.
Thank you, my hero.
Do you want to return to the airport? Or do you want to play again? Ah, Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head.
No, no, no! How many times do I have to tell you? It's Potato... Yeah, that's us.
We found your bags.
And?
And nothing.
You mean you found our bags?
We found your bags.
They found our bags! 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 They found our bags!
You know, sweetie, this car's suspension is so good, you wouldn't know we were carrying any bags.